Hi everyone, welcome back to Mystic Raven Tarot. This is going to be the reading for February 2019 for Capricorn. Sorry I'm so late, guys. You Pisces and Scorpio got screwed this month. I'm sorry. I'm going to read y'all first next month. Okay, so let's just get right to it. Now y'all Caps got a lot going on just because you got major planets like stationed, you know, either in your sun, moon, or rising sign, depending on what you're watching this for. Spirit guys, please. So Capricorn's getting like a whole new birthing experience. Spirit guys, please give me a message for Capricorns. Why are some of my cards upside down? I don't read reversals. For Capricorns for February 2019. Blow out the deck. The Capricorn card. Big Daddy D. Devil. So y'all, all caps are great. Actually, look at this. That's a cap card too. Flying out the deck. All right, what we got here? Okay, so some of you guys are on some kind of like it's like you got, okay, so some of you guys are trying to decide between two jobs right now. This is what the universe is saying. Do not take the job just for higher pay, because you like, don't be like, oh, this must be the right job, I'm just going to take the one that you make more money at. You will be fucking miserable if you take that job. Do not, like, it's almost like the universe is asking you to do a restructuring and not just do things for money. The higher payout don't mean shit if you're miserable. I'm hearing that a lot of you guys are like working yourselves to death, and that is just like that's like the old school. That ain't about what caps are about to be about. Like working hard and just like, you know, paying bills, and yeah, you guys are, you know, gonna get that money, but it has to be done in a different way. Not this like slave work that you are just like, you know, punching a clock and putting all the sweat and tears, you know. Even if your pay's good and you're doing that, at the end of the day, is the pay really good? Because you're like losing yourself, you know what I'm saying? There needs to be like a close evaluation of where you want to go in the future, and what something about like what role you want to take. A lot of you guys have some kind of role as like a teacher. So this means that you're either like more you're higher up in some company or something like that, or you're like an actual teacher. It's something along the lines of that. You're almost like a role model for people. So you're a little bit like hard on yourself because of this, and you think that you need to always like, you know, you have like a certain standard you're setting yourself at so that you can always like be viewed in a certain way. And there's something about like really kind of like letting go a little bit and not being so maybe the word is uptight, but let your hair down a little bit. It's almost like you guys, like, if that's your job, it's almost like you have this like dual job, because you like it's like a full-time job to wear this appearance all the time. You know what I'm saying? So like there's something that there needs to be balance in that. Also, so some of you guys have some kind of like partnership that um wait, I'm hearing this is in the family though. Like, okay, so some of you, your home life is a little bit sketch right now, and it's something about like the family unit or the family bond seems to be like breaking up or something. And I gotta stop watching these videos at nighttime so I can stop yawning in them or making these videos. It's something like the family unit seems to be like it's like crumbling, and like there's like a past influence involved here. It's something about like you're watching a family cycle repeat in front of your eyes, and you want to stop this because you don't want um, the same kind of upbringing or something like that in your family, like either for your kids or like whatever, even if it's just in your partnership, you don't want to repeat this cycle. So it's like showing up because the universe wants you to change it. So do the work, and you're gonna do the work, and you're gonna come out of it. And you guys are like, I mean, I got good cards here for this. Like, you guys are gonna like, you know, work this shit out. It's something about like being on even ground with your partner, so that you guys are level. It's almost like you guys are used to having some kind of like defined role that's almost kind of like, you know, the structure of like this is your roles and these are yours, but you're gonna come into this new term where it's more of like it's a joint thing. There is no one role in the home. There is no like, okay, I'm the one who does all the dishes. I'm the one who takes out the trash. It's like a joint thing where it's like, you know, we both do it. We see dirty dishes, we do it. We see the trash full, we do it. It's not like as these like, you know, male female role type deal no more. The reason why things are kind of like collapsing down in your home life is to restructure this. Some of you guys had some kind of like medical some kind of medical issue, and okay, something like maybe like doctors or something couldn't really figure out what it was. No one really knew what it was. It's because that this medical issue was actually something like, oh my god, guys, I'm so sorry. It's actually because this medical issue was something spiritual, and you went through some kind of like emotional trauma right before you got sick. So it's like kind of like that. Obviously, the doctors ain't gonna find nothing because it was something emotional and spiritual. They don't know how to test for that because there is no test. So just know that the more you heal yourself from the emotional whatever and the discord that was in your life, the more you heal from that, is the more these physical symptoms are going to go away if they haven't already. If you haven't dealt with the emotional issue, your symptoms might resurface in a couple months. This is something like it's not just going to go away. You actually have to, it's almost like your body's way of being like, okay, you have ignored your emotions long enough. You need to deal with this now. Some of you have some type of like mother figure or something that is like, so this is either your mother or a mother-in-law or something like that. That's kind of interfering with your love life a little bit. Don't be afraid to tell her where to go. I'm sorry, but you can't be having people, you got to protect your love life. Who cares if they don't approve? Who cares if whatever? You got to do you, boo. Some of you guys are going to like actually step into some kind of position of authority when it comes to the workplace. Some of you guys have like applied for some kind of higher level in the company that you're currently in, and you gonna get it. Some of you are like in a relationship with a fire sign. There's some kind of exchange, some kind of like exchange of information or exchange I don't even know what this is I'm seeing, guys, sorry. Oh, you're not wanting to take advice, and there's a certain situation in your life that's going to keep popping up and popping up and popping up until you actually take the damn advice from this fire sign. You think this person's out of their fucking mind because they do things completely opposite of the way you would do it, and you're like, yeah, fuck this, I'm not going to do it like that. But guess what? You need to. Sorry. There's going to be some kind of like rebuilding, restructuring of the home life. This is very heavily like about home life and partnerships and stuff. But it's like you guys, it's like you're entering into like this, right? It's how to have a true love life, because it's like there was something missing before. Because now you guys are going to like rebuild on something new. And it's going to be this like whole new structure. It's going to be very heavily like, this whole thing about roles is like really, really heavy on this, like to let go of like the standard, this is the roles that we have in this relationship. Some of you guys are going to like, you know, start new things like in the relationship. Like it's almost like you guys are going to communicate completely differently than usual. You're going to have some kind of like ability to actually open up your mouth and like speak your feelings, because before you really weren't able to do things like that. And there's almost like this whole restructuring that's happening. It's a brand new thing, and it might cause some anxiousness and tension because it's so far out of the box for you guys. But know that this is something that's going to create a more stable environment in the home life or in your relationship. I don't know. This is just really heavy about that. So, I mean, everybody has a home life. It could be you and your fucking cats. I don't care. But that's how this is. That's how this is reading. There's going to be a lot of karmic clearing going on too. Don't forget the South Node's also in Capricorn. Like, so you guys are going to be like, willfully removing the karmic chains. Okay? Because, this is almost like I'm hearing like this devil is like, the pains of your past. It's the pains of your family that you are carrying with you still. And you need to unhook from that. And you need to make the decision that you're going to do it different. And you ain't going to just repeat everything that your fucking parents did and shit like that. So this is going to be like y'all, you know, releasing from that finally. A whole new restructuring is coming. So apparently this reading is just all about home life and relationships. Nothing really much else is coming up. No, it's just like you guys by the end of the month, you guys are going to finally be like starting to feel like you're rising above a lot of your issues. Most of your issues are actually have to do with the mind. It's not really like, it might feel like everybody's coming at you, and you're getting pulled in all these different directions, and like you're like just able to keep your head above water. But this is really like a mental thing for you. And once you actually allow this restructuring to occur, and you like take these chains off, and you're like, no, it doesn't have to be done this way. I can do it differently. That's when everything is gonna fall into place, and then your life is gonna go a lot more smoothly. Going into March, things are gonna be pretty good. Okay. Last couple days of February, there's going to be a lot of like releasing, like just like a release. You're not going to feel that heavy weight on your chest and shoulders anymore. That's what I got. Sorry I was late again, y'all. All right, if you need to get a hold of me, everything's in the description box. I love you guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Do what you need to do. Follow me on Instagram for free readings in the morning. And I love you guys. And thank you for tuning in and all of your support and still following me, even though I am so late with your reading this month. Love y'all.